Greetings, everyone. This is the Hipster Snek. And as I promised, we're going to be delving right into Monster Rancher 2. Huge disaster hit the world. People prayed to God for help, and God created new life forms. Pretty easy to tell which ones most of them are. However, new life forms brought new troubles. So God became exasperated and sealed them in disc stones. Humans really are never happy, right? Many years have passed since then. And God entrusted the humans with the secret of disc stones. As far as I know, that map is still basically canon. Today, people still continue searching for missing disc stones in order to release the life forms sealed in them. This is a cute little animation showing off some different monsters. Of course, we gotta get Suezo up in there after two newcomers, Mochi and Gaboo. Golem's new design, which no longer is a direct riff on Giant Robo. Golem's no longer the biggest monster, because now there's Zilla. Bang. That's a fun little intro. I know I didn't sit through the intro in the first game, but I thought that would be fun, so thought I'd just share that. Let's get to it. Hello. Hi. Please sign your name here. Now, there's no need to do the full name. We'll just call me Snek. Snek. Otacon. Okay, I'll stop that. I am a man. Snek is a man's name, and I'm a man. It'll be new trainer, right? Yeah, new. Let's go with that. We're gonna have you take the trainer type test. Please answer these questions. If I had to choose, I like spring better than winter. No dice. I am all about cold weather. I have never lied in my entire life. Oh, come on, everyone's lied, even if it's about something stupid and trivial. I believe that aliens exist. I do. It seems like an awful lot of real estate to be going to waste. Now, are there intelligent aliens? I don't know. And even bigger question, will we ever meet them? Who knows? That would assume that our civilizations not only exist contemporaneously, but somewhere along the same spectrum of technological advancement, and that's assuming a lot. But on the whole, yes, I think so. My dream can be realized as long as I do my best to achieve it. Okay, I hate to be that guy, but that's just not how the world works. Sometimes it's important for people to simply let something go. That is true. I can think of lots of things where that applies. I think work is more important than romance. No. Work is something you have to do. Romance is something you do because you genuinely want to. Let's not get into philosophy. Before I start proceeding with something, I should make sure it's safe. Generally speaking, sound rule. Once I determine a goal, I must accomplish that goal no matter what. I am pretty stubborn like that. In order to truly succeed, sometimes I need to make a risky choice. That's true. That's true of a lot of things in life. I have a valuable friend whom I will never betray. I have many valuable friends I'll never betray. Dutaku, Cog, Lona Ranger, Clockwork, Gem Leader Ed. I mean, yeah, lots of those. I have mine a camera. That's all. Thank you very much. Now, if anyone is curious, that little personality test, it's just for immersion. It has no mechanical bearings on the game at all. You can answer yes or no to any question you like, and it will change nothing. There are questions about aliens and ghosts, and there was a rumor that if you said no to believing in them, that the Metalner or ghost events wouldn't trigger. That's not true. The only time the personality test at the start of a Monster Rancher game has any mechanical impact are the battle card games. This is just to get you immersed into the world. Hello, Snek. Thank you for waiting. I was explaining the types of trainer you are to the trainer assistant. I'm a very strange but deeply practiced one. Let's go with that. I'm a trainer assistant number 10114, Coltia, female, native place, Gallo. Exam pass date 3/24/1000. The exam score was 92/100. Comment a little bit hasty. Now, where I grew up, we didn't have a 10-point grading scale, so that's just a B. So, you better step up, Colt. She is a trainer assistant who is going to your place. She is still a bit childish, but she is a good girl. Here she is, Coltia. How do you do, Snek? I'm Coltia. Please call me Colt. You're going to work with her for quite some time, so please try to get along with each other. Do your best to raise the monster well so that it can win the Major 4. It's not just the Major 4. There's actually, I've already spoilered this, so I'll just say it. This is the Big 4, and then you go to the Legend Cup. And depending on the year, will actually change which opponent you meet. Looking forward to your performance. Yes, sir. Well, Snek, let's do our best. First, you should obtain a monster at the market, in the town, or at the shrine by generating it from a disc stone or a slate, and then take it to the ranch with you. Well then, Coltia, good luck. Thank you. I really like this song. It's really jazzy, and it only shows up in this one spot of the game. Did you see that information there? I'm still a rookie here. And Snek, you two have just become a trainer, right? Yeah, okay, let's go with that. Is there anything you'd like to ask about? No, we pretty much covered all this in depth in the last Let's Play anyway. Are you done? Let's go find our monster. Sadly for newcomers, you literally only get to access that just the one time. Now, people might notice that there's this new feature, Job. And it's basically the missing Pocket Station content. And I only mentioned this like in brief in my review, and Ed had trouble actually getting it to work. You have to go in, talk to the guy, save job data, and then like go back to the title screen and hit the button on the side marked job, which I think is where monster data is there on the right. And you do this number sorting game. And it's randomly generated, so certain things are just worth more points. So like depending on it, you can just get luck sacked and not even get anything. But if you really, really want the DNA capsules, which are specialty fusion items, this is the only way to get them. It was, in the olden days, the only way to get Moo or Gentle Mochi without the corresponding disc. Thankfully, I'm not going to do that. It's kind of dull. I actually saw some gameplay footage of it, and I don't know, I might do that on my own time for just to say I've done it, but it's really not anything amazing. Now, unlike the first game, the market gives you more than just 3 options. There's 2 permanent ones and 1 seasonal one. And I'll probably try to do an Arrowhead before this is out, because it's actually a monster I've really wanted to raise, and I've only done it like once, and that was in Advance 2. So we're going to go straight to the shrine. Excuse me. Is this your first time visiting the shrine? I guess I should talk to everyone and get the intro dialogue out of the way. What's your name? My name is Colt. This is Snek, a trainer. I am Shale? Shaley? I'm gonna go with Shale. That's what I've been calling her all these years in my head. A priestess of the shrine. You generate monsters using disc stones and slates. Backup data of Monster Rancher. Which kind of generation do you want? Well, let's get that in a second. Like I said, let's talk to everyone. Welcome! This is most of your first time visiting here. Yes, my name is Colt. And this is Snek, a trainer. My name is Viola. Nice to meet you. I think her name is supposed to be Viola or something, but I don't know if that was a mistranslation or them trying to make her sound more exotic. Nice to meet you too. Let me explain. This is a place where we give away free monsters to trainers. Free monster to trainer. The monsters we give away are 3 monsters, Mochi, Zoom, and a seasonal monster. And we also buy monsters from you, which, again, never, ever, ever do that, because that's dumb and will never be worth it. Price is determined by strength. Stronger the monster, higher price will be. That's not true. It's actually based on growth. how strong the monster is in proportion to the day it was generated. Thank you. What would you like to do? Yeah, never ever sell your monsters because it's dumb. It will never get you very much money, and a well-trained monster is better for fusion fodder. Zoom is the replacement for Dino. Zooms are a little more like I think the comparison I heard was Utah Raptor. They're a little more hunched over, they have longer arms, and they have kind of the more stylized head. I don't know if that was, like, copyright or something. Like, maybe Zoom was easier to copyright than Dino. I don't know. Obviously, Suezo is back. He was also in the first game market. And Mochi, who many people remember from the anime, being this weird penguin armadillo cherry blossom hybrid. Now, we're not taking any of these. No, I keep forgetting which button is the cancel button. Well, she's a strange-looking monster. Yeah, it is. Some people consider it cute. It's pretty popular. Now, the market monsters are not bad. Let's be clear about that. There's nothing wrong with them. I just like having more fun in the shrine. Hello. This must be your first visit. Yes? My name is Dadge. I'm in charge here. If you want to combine or freeze, this is the place to be. Yes, sir. What should you like? Nothing for now. Guess I'll talk to the job guy real quick. Hi, may I help you? You're a first-time visitor, aren't you? Yes. We're always short of workers and constantly employing people all the time. So you can come here whenever you need a job. You know what kind of work we do? Now, go ahead and explain it for the people at home. I wanted to help sort out the material for the industrial products. There's a set of 2 pieces of material, and each piece has its own number. First, if the sum of the 2 numbers equals 10, put them into the above container. Second, if the 2 are equal, put them into the container below. If not so, pick the higher numbered item. The amount of wages will be determined by how many materials you sort out. You'll also receive a special bonus if you do a good job. Good luck. You help us in this job? You're a trainer, right? Looks like you don't have to carry your monster with you. Can we get into getting your monster? So, yeah, that was a little strange, not gonna lie. Now, I could slate. That is an option that I have available to me. In fact, I have 2 options available to me. Because I have my personal file, which I started well before I actually started doing it for the Let's Play. And that, obviously, I have Data 2, which is the Let's Play file. And I thought about moving Slash forward, just for continuity, but I've raised nothing but Nagas in the last game, apart from, like, Jean. So that's not going to be very much fun, so we're not going to do that. We're going to go for Disc Stone Generation. And I'm just going to cut away. I don't want to drag you guys through the process because I'm very picky about what monster I want. So I'm going to go through some CDs and see what I can generate. And I'll see you guys here in a couple seconds when I've made my decision. Well, looks like serendipity found me. I mentioned wanting to raise an arrowhead, and the 4th or 5th disc I tried gave me an arrowhead. Now that skill stat's not looking amazing, but starting with nearly 200 in defense, fresh off the disc, yeah. The name. There's only one name I can give this thing. Bear with me. Just enough spaces. I don't think there's actually a space. That's fine. Yep. Welcome to the world, RockLobster. And if you don't get it, it's a song reference. Let's have a look at him. Likes fish. Alright, that's good. He's not going to be too difficult to raise. High hit percent chances. That's good. I like this guy. I don't know what it is about golem subtypes, but that's how we're starting. Now, there is a lot, and I do mean a lot, to unlock in Monster Rancher 2. And not all of them are particularly straightforward, and I think you could play this game for years and never find everything without help of a guide, because some things just do not explain themselves well. Yes, who is it? Oh, Colt, long time no see. Master Pabs, nice to see you. Snek, this is Master Pabs. Snek. I am Pabs, nice to see you. You as the greatest trainer. You as the greatest in Ima, to be exact. Stop it, Colt. Snek, keep up the good work with Colt. I have to go now, I have an appointment. Master Pabs used to be the #1 trainer in Ima. I know, he doesn't look like that. That's just age discrimination. Yes, who is it? You have mail. Thank you. I don't know what RockLobster is doing, but he's kind of goofy. Who's it from? Look at this. Wow, getting that the first week of the game is pretty funny. RockLobster is way too young to get any benefit from it, though. So, we're going to get him started. And we're going to have him do some basic drills to just bump him up a little bit. Now, something to mention straight away is, thankfully, the heavy physical trainings no longer reduce skill. Tecmo realized that's a terrible idea and corrected that. And now, it is much better balanced. Also, as I recall, I believe it was Swim, where the trainings were actually reversed from what they were supposed to be, where it would emphasize life rather than defense. So they actually fixed that in the DX bundle. And people have been confused about the star rating for many, many years. I'm just going to break it down for you. Simple version, it changes the animation. Like here, we'll do a defense training so I can just show you how the animation looks. They're just like wooden pillars, and there's 3 of them, like that. And he did it. Good job. That toucan is holding on for dear life. Yeah. The star rating will go up when they reach certain stat thresholds. It doesn't really change the nature of the training. It doesn't really have any mechanical impact at all, near as I can tell. Just the training is getting quote-unquote more challenging in order to keep getting consistently good gains. It doesn't do anything. I've never seen any research on it that indicates that it does. It just shows that your monster has a really high number in that particular stat. Which is fine. I mean, that's still a good thing. It's worth, taking note of course. Now, this is going to be a little bit of a process because of that low accuracy stat. But we're going to work on it. And yeah, he's a baby, but the first step that I'm going to undertake is I'm going to power him up till he's a little overpowered in the E rank. Now, if you're wondering why exactly, it's because we're going to have him do a very particular unlock prereq, which can be difficult to do. And if you watched Gym Leader Ed's and my video about some tips for new-coming Monster Ranchers, you already know what I'm talking about. Because there's a particular tournament in the D rank which you can participate in, and you want to do it as fast as possible. It will actually unlock 4 monster breeds, all in one go, even if you and your team lose. Just participating is enough. I wish to stop by the item shop. Now, there's no monster unlock like the cat doll in Monster Rancher 1, thankfully. But the shop does update every set number, I forget the exact number, every certain number of weeks after visiting it for the first time, the shop will start updating with new stuff, and stuff is good. Welcome there. Hi, Colt. Hi. Long time no see. Now, fun fact, this lady, Verdi, you actually get to see her in Monster Rancher Explorer as a young woman. By the way, I heard you passed the exam for trainer assistant. Congratulations. Yeah, who told you that? Master Pabs. He was very excited about it. So, where are you working? At Snek's place. Oh, I see. Is Snek New to this business? I wouldn't say that, no. I've been playing these games since middle school, so... Not exactly. Never heard the name. Well, not the first time I've heard that. Yeah, but Pabs told me that it's better to work for a newcomer. You checked with the association. I see, Pabs said that. Well, Snek, take good care of Colt. She's a very good girl and a hard worker. And visit my shop. That's what you wanted to say, isn't it, Auntie? That's right. Come stop by. Okay, then. What are you going to do? Now, some of these things are the same. Mango is pretty much the same as it was. Candy, it's candy. Monsters like it. The smoked snake, which is terrifying to me, replaces the mystic snake, though its mechanical effect is exactly the same. Apple cake, it has some pretty quirky rewards. I'm reading the description and trying to explain at the same time. The apple cake is an interesting item, and its effects are not entirely obvious. Mint leaves, they are a 50% reduction of your current stress value. I believe in Monster Rancher 1 they're actually a negative 50, whereas this it's a halving effect. If I'm mistaken, I can, if someone just wants to leave me a comment telling me how stupid I am, that's cool. Powder, burns off weight on monsters. Honestly, it looks really terrible, right? Like, this is not the most flattering portrayal of a medicine they could have used. But they did it anyway. And a fun story, I once had a pixie who was addicted to this stuff. Like, after every tournament she won, she would beg me for this stuff. But if you want to keep your monsters trim, it's actually good, because even though it looks like a drug and has a visible effect like a drug, it has no lifespan impact. So it's perfectly safe. Sweet jelly and sour jelly are really weird, and I think they actually corrected how these are supposed to work in the DX edition, and I believe they actually tie into your monster's nature. Sweet jelly, I believe, makes them more good-natured, and sour, I think, makes them more evil. I could be wrong, but the way they were in the original game, I remember people looking at the code and were just like, we have no idea what these things do. They influence a value that influences a different value that influences something else. It was weird. Of course, that was also back in the day when MonsterRancher.com believed it had a monopoly on information. So, that was a thing. Nuts oil, which is, insert joke of choice here, but this replaces taffy. And I think in a way this actually kind of makes a little bit more sense than taffy. Like I said, like, why is taffy, of all things, a health food? Nuts oil and different names, but the same basic idea, will become the fatigue-reducing item of choice. And at 200 gold, that's a pretty good price. Now, I'm not going to start getting into never-tired methods with RockLobster, because, honestly, I'm poor. I'm going to build up a bit and try to get my finances in order first, and so I'll probably start using that with my second monster that I end up raising, which will likely be an expedition monster. Because there's one very early on that we want to do, and I'll get into that when I get to that. Star Prune raises fame. I don't know why you'd bother. And, yeah, more items will appear as we go. He is a talkative fella, isn't he? At any rate, I think that covers all the basics, and kind of gives a general overview. So, once again, I'm going to jump ahead till he's ready to start fighting in an E-rank tournament. I'm not going to jump straight into an official, because that would get me killed. Something less intensive battle will be coming up soon. Actually, I kind of want that Gemini's pot. Okay, well, I'll see you guys at the Gemini Cup when I show you a particular Easter egg that's going to get us started, and will help us a lot with future monsters. So I'll see you guys in a couple seconds where you'll see what the trick is. And we're back. It's the day of the Gemini Cup. Now, some of you might be wondering, Snek, what are you doing? Like, literally, what are you doing? And why did you go through all that trouble of getting your arrowhead if you're not going to use them? Well, I'll tell you why. Because of this glorious little fellow that I'm going to borrow for as long as I can. Now, everyone who's played these games is usually pretty familiar with this. Unlocking Monster Rancher 1 in Monster Rancher 2 gets you the Suki or Swakey Suezo. Funny looking monster. Like I said, we mentioned this in my video with Ed and the top 10 Monster Rancher facts. This is two-pronged. Well, three, really. First off, this is going to give us some startup funds and allow me to go ahead and show off, even though my Arrowhead is only about a month old. I don't want to get too attached to this guy, so I better give him a name that I'm not going to miss too much. I can't fit Gym Leader dead. That'll have to work. Okay, so the Suezo is freakishly powerful, so why not just raise this one? Well, you can't. It's literally impossible. Despite his freakishly good stats and mediocre attack pool, he only lives 1 week. However, he's going to help us. Yes, I'm aware. Now, he's going to help us win this tournament. Not only is this going to get us some money, I want the cup. The actual pot. The Gemini's pot. Here we are in the Pear Arena. We already reached March here. We're already into summer weather. I sympathize with that. Under this condition, Gemini Cup is now beginning. Snek, let's win. Well, that's the idea, but foolery could still, ruin the day. First off, I think this will make the first episode a little bit more exciting. And second, it's also a matter of the Gemini's pot has a passive effect that we want. Now, hopefully, if I don't get just hilariously luck-sacked, we'll win this without too much difficulty. There we go. The Gemini's pot is a good passive item to have because it actually raises the fear aspect of loyalty. And it's easy to spoil a monster, particularly while doing never tired methods while you're broke. Capella has given up. Smart decision. It will help with spoiled monsters. Oh, I didn't have to do that much after all. Well, good. I guess so much for excitement, huh? Well, that's okay. Gym Leader Ed is the winner. I'm sorry, buddy. Now, I don't know if he actually follows my Let's Plays or not. I'm just gonna pretend that he does and be like, I'm just kidding, buddy. It's just a joke. This will help get us some startup funds. And the Gemini's pot, which is going to help in future monsters. Their effect actually is stacked, so if you get 2 or 3 of them, they'll actually make it so that their fear goes up that much faster. I think Gym Leader Ed has learned a lesson in this tournament. Yeah, for all the no good it does. Congratulations. Gym Leader Ed did a great job. Praise it? Yeah, sure, why not? Now, as said, this particular special Suezo only lives 1 week. This also is going to help with something else completely different. Alas, poor Gym Leader Ed. I knew him well. No, not the Suezo, the person. What's wrong, Gym Leader Ed? I feel terrible now. Colt. Sorry about Gym Leader Ed. Master. It is said every living creature will die someday. We can't fight against nature. Of course, considering its description mentions it's an artificial monster made by man-made methods. Do you understand, Colt? Yes. It died of natural causes. Cheerleader Ed. Snek, it is said that though a monster dies, its soul lives. How about holding a funeral ceremony for it and building an altar in order to pray for its soul? What are we going to do, Snek? It costs a lot, but I don't think it actually costs that much. Yeah, that's good. I'm going to go ask my friend to take care of this matter. Thank you, Master. This will install the monster shrine, or not like a disc shrine, but a funeral shrine on our ranch. Cool, try not to be so disheartened. Auntie, thank you. Goodbye, Gym Leader Ed. This is really melodramatic. But this lets us have a monster die, which will give us the memorial shrine. And this is the first prerequisite for the ghost event. Because there is a ghost event in Monster Rancher 2, but it's nowhere near as frustrating as it was in Monster Rancher 1. Gym Leader Ed is gone now. Let's come and visit it here once in a while. So, now I can return to the lab and retrieve RockLobster. If you're ever in danger of running out of money, the Suiki Suezo trick is one that's good to have on hand. Now, over the next couple years, if I have money, and it looks like it only took 1,700 gold, it wasn't that much. As he moves around, you'll actually see it on the ranch, I believe to the left of the barn. And it will be asked to be upgraded, I think, 2 or 3 times over the next couple of years if you have the money to do it. Because the game will not prompt you to buy things that you can't afford. So, like, you won't get the house upgrades, for instance, until you're a certain rank and you have the money to pay for them. But that's also a prerequisite step in order to unlock Ghost. Once you unlock it, once you upgrade it, I think, twice, 2 or 3 times, and you'll get the cane. And once you have the cane, you fuse the cane, and that unlocks Ghost. So we've already taken some big steps forward, actually. And we can stop and look at the Gemini pot. There's also the Artemis statue, which is basically the counterpart to the Gemini pot. But honestly, the Artemis statue raises spoils, so it's actually better to sell them. So we're going to get back to training, and I'll see you guys in a little bit.